Well, hello there, amazing students, and welcome to week 7. Dr. J here. We're going to dive into, middle adulthood. So I myself, unfortunately, am in that range. Maybe some of you are as well. I know we do get students of all ages, although most of them tend to be a little bit younger. But this week, we are certainly going to talk about really an important stage of life, because really this is where people are usually more defined in their careers. People are usually more established in terms of families and so forth. And this is also, unfortunately, the time when more diseases and illnesses and things like that start happening. So we're going to talk about that in the discussion board this week. But before we do that, I did want to just touch base with you on a couple of things regarding this past week and grading, just some overall feedback, and really just a little tip and some advice to you all. Please do make sure to take time to thoroughly read all instructions, all expectations for the assignment, because a number of students have just missed a thing or two on some of these submissions, and I can only surmise that maybe they overlooked some of the requirements or forgot about something. So do make sure you take time to read things very thoroughly so you have a clear understanding of what the expectations are. I do also strongly recommend that you watch this video, read this announcement every week. Probably the people that aren't watching it right now, getting this information, maybe are the ones that need it most. But in all seriousness, do make sure that each week you start out, I believe all instructors do this, start sending out videos and announcements and things like that on Monday, maybe early Tuesday morning, so that you're prepared for the week. And if you take time to plug into that information, you're certainly going to do much better on your submissions. A lot of times they're going to be much easier as well. So the other thing that I really want to stress to you all is do make sure you take time to review your feedback and take in that information so you're not making the same mistake more than once, right? Much sense. So let's take a look at the assignments for the week, go through some of the expectations, and so that you have a clear understanding of what's going on. As we move into Module 7 this week, again, as I mentioned in the introduction, we're certainly going to talk about the aspects of middle adulthood, and very similar to some of the things we talked about in the previous modules. But this week, we're going to focus on a lot of the things that might happen as people start to age a little bit, slow down a little bit. Maybe they have some cognitive declines, maybe they have some physical declines, and so forth. And so those are some of the things we're going to talk about as we move forward. Throughout the week, do make sure you take care of your readings for the week. And gang, I can't stress this enough. A lot of times students will, they're on the go, they're very busy, and they don't take the time they should to go through the readings. I think it's very helpful. If you do, you're certainly going to learn a lot, and obviously you'll have a lot of information at your fingertips, at your disposal, in terms of working on the assignment and the assessment for the week. So this week, we're going to create a worksheet on middle adulthood. I'm going to open up the worksheet. Again, I do want to stress to you, please, please, please hear me when I say this. You have to complete the worksheet on this worksheet. You cannot type on this worksheet and hit a submit button. It's not that kind of form. It's a Microsoft Word document. So make sure you click on download, open it up in Microsoft Word, complete the worksheet, save it, name it, put your name on it, kind of thing, and then submit it to the class, and it will be on this file format here, and it'll be fine. So I do want to stress that, just because it is part of the grading, it is very clear in terms of the expectations. As I always tell students, it is required that you complete the worksheet template provided and not a different document with your answers. And so do make sure that you do that so you don't lose some points on that part of it. You're going to just identify some changes that are typical. Again, all this stuff is outlined for you in the text. Changes in cognitive function that occur in middle adulthood. Again, talk about it from the text, information that you learn from the text. And this is not really a section you want to just come in and as people go, oh, okay, well, I know, and people slow down, they forget things and all that kind of stuff. Don't answer this off the top of your head. In an academic program, answer from the authority in case the research, the textbook. What age-related changes in middle adulthood are related to sexuality? Include one change for women, one change for men. So what are some of the things that happen as people age? So again, talk about this 100, 150 words. This doesn't have to be a big one, guys, but please don't shortcut it. Be a little expansive. I would encourage y'all to write about 100 plus, right? 100. I would say shoot for 150 words. Put some references in there where you got the information. But again, you can get all this very easily from your text. No need to go anyplace else. So let me talk about the discussions. And this is very important. Probably should have said this in the beginning as well. I want to really stress to y'all, do not ever in this class or any other class, or honestly in any other class in any other online program, never post outside of the week assigned. And the reason for this is because they track attendance and things of that nature based upon discussion posts. There's a reason for a lot of this stuff, gang. So in addition to wanting to ensure that you are active and engaged in the board, have time to do the replies. We want to see if, get students to be active and engaged in the course early in the week. We got students active and engaged in the course later in the week. And that serves as like attendance and some documentation and things of that nature. And so when you post outside of the week, it can create a problem. Now, I'm not going to penalize anybody, but I do hear that some instructors do. But more importantly, just make sure you're posting within the week assigned. I love it when students work ahead. I think it's fantastic that those couple of students did work ahead and were just eager to get a jump start on the week. Right? Well, excited to get a jump start on the week. But here's what I recommend. Sunday, you want to get a jump start? Just come in here, read the information, do a good job, write it up in Microsoft Word, save it. Monday morning, take that text, copy, paste, done. Okay, so do the same thing, just hold it until Monday morning and you can still be the first one on the board. You certainly want to read this stuff in the text, gang. This is great stuff. The Four Hoursmen is all built around relationships, and who doesn't want a better relationship, right? So make sure you do take a look at this. It's going to give you some great insights into relationships. It's a fantastic read. It's some really great concepts. I put a video on here that's really fun to watch as well. So take a look at that. And there is, of course, some additional information if you want to take it further. But again, great job. Those of you who did post early, just again, I can't stress this enough. Please post during the week assigned only. And by the way, as you progress and throughout the program, some classes we're only going to open weekly. I like to open everything up to give you guys full access. You can see if you get a chance to work ahead, you can. But again, some classes will be locked for that very reason. So do make sure you just post within the week. Okay, everybody's clear on that? So nonetheless, with that, I hope this helps you to be in the success range this week. There should be no problems or challenges, but as always, if you do have a problem, if something comes up, you just want to chat, certainly reach out and say hello. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Again, have a fantastic week, gang. This is Dr. J, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the discussion boards.